Hi, my name's Amanda, and I'm the vicar at Redeemer Lutheran Church. And I'm really glad that you joined us tonight for Bedtime Bible Stories. We're continuing to read out of our Spark Story Bible. If you have one of these, go grab it, because we're going to read on page 140. It's the story of Elijah and the widow. Elijah was a prophet. God helped him show and tell others about God. One day, God said, "Pack your things, Elijah. It's time to move to a new town. I have told a widow there to feed you. I will make a miracle." It was not a good time to move. Rain had not fallen for many days, and the sun was hot, and the earth was dry. Elijah didn't have any friends in this new town, but he listened to God and went to the new town. When Elijah finally got to the town, he was thirsty. Just then he spotted a woman. Could this be the widow God told him about? "Excuse me, ma'am, could you please bring me a drink of water?" The kind woman hurried to get the water. Grrr, Elijah's tummy growled. He remembered that God said the widow would feed him. He called after her, "Excuse me, ma'am, could you please bring me a nibble of bread to eat?" The woman stopped in her tracks. She turned to face Elijah. The widow had sad eyes. "I'm sorry, sir, I don't have any bread," she sighed. "The last of my oil and flour will only make a biscuit. My son and I are going to split it as our last meal. We have no other food." She started to cry. "Dry your tears," Elijah said. "God will make a miracle for you. Bake the bread and share it with me. God promises that your flour and your oil will not run out." The widow mixed, kneaded, and baked loaf after loaf of bread. Her jar of flour and jug of oil made plenty of food for Elijah, herself, and her son. God's promise was kept. It was a miracle. That's quite a story about people that are hungry and how God helps find food for people to eat. And there are people around us that are hungry too. And when we have more than enough to eat, it's good for us to share with those who don't have enough. And so we can think about food banks that we can donate food to, or we can think about how to pack up meals and take them downtown and feed people that are experiencing homelessness. There's always ways that we can share and make enough for everyone. I'm really glad that you joined us tonight. Let's say a prayer together. The Lord be with you. Dear God, we thank you for all the people that help feed us. The people that grow food, and the people that pick food, and the people that make food. We hope that we can share food with others so that no one has to go hungry. God, help us see those that need help and help our hearts listen and help them with food. And all God's children said, Amen. I'm so glad you joined us for Bedtime Bible Stories tonight. Join us again next Monday and we'll read another story. And I hope you always, 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 always remember that you are a loved child of God. Amen.